Hello, welcome. Is this thing on? How's everybody doing? It's been far too long. Welcome. Let me mute this music. We're back. Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys. It's Kaliki. I never know how to pronounce that. I'll just call you Zach. Dr. Mindbender, Comson, Wall of Beef, and everybody else. Welcome, one and all. I'm calling this Season 3 of the twitch.tv/BillBull channel. This is the third story arc of the stream. I had to take a nice break. Things got busy, IRL, but things have calmed down enough to where I can squeeze in some video gaming. So we're going to do just that, and I'm very excited for it. Hey, Marmot, welcome. Thank you for the good luck. So yeah, I got this fancy, I'm pointing at it, fancy little layout thingy I made. We're going to play some JRPGs. I don't think I've played a single JRPG on my channel ever. We're going to change that. Starting with Saga games. This is a series that has always interested me. It's more of a curiosity. Let me back up a bit. The Saga games, it's a long-running JRPG series published by Square before they were Square Enix, back when they were just Square. A couple games on the Game Boy, couple games on the Super Nintendo, couple games on PlayStation, PlayStation 2. Yeah, they might have been Square Soft back then. They probably were. There's a new game just came out. Oh, that's extremely quiet. And for some reason that's not visible. Oh, okay. Thank you, Duke. Welcome, Duke, by the way. Good to see you. Yeah, Saga. These games they have a notorious reputation for being difficult, complex, very mechanically challenging. Dare I say the word inscrutable for some of the games. But I think they're just amazing. They're charming. They have a very awesome style, great music. And they're very highly acclaimed at least in Japan. In the Western world, not so much. Although there are, I think, specific reasons for why it didn't gain much traction in the Western world. But we'll get into that. Difficult to scroot. Scroot is the new verb of the year. Yeah, that's interesting, Comson, you say that. It's a very Western style JRPG in that a lot of these games, the Saga games, are very open-ended, non-linear. They encourage exploration. As opposed to the traditional JRPG, think Final Fantasy, which is very much on rails. You know, go here, do this, kill that bad guy, kill this bad guy, grind here, kill this bad guy, go to this dungeon, etc., etc. Saga games don't follow that. They don't follow that same template. At least not the later ones. Maybe the early ones do, I'm not sure. And I should probably say, I've only ever played a couple Saga games. I'm really excited. I want to play all of them. I want to play every single one of them. I'm just closing some windows here, getting ready. I don't know if I will have the endurance to do so, but I want to. Let's look at some pictures, some stuff I have prepared here. Please let me know if the audio's fine, if it's too quiet. It's been a long time since I did this. I was supposed to have that going this whole time. Whoops. Okay. I was going to have a slideshow going, but I forgot, so we'll turn that off. Look at this. I typed out some stuff. This is kind of awkward in that I'm not facing it. Let me reverse the webcam One moment here, bear with me. Bloop. There, now it looks like I'm reading it. Yeah, Saga series started in 1989 on the Game Boy. The first game was released as that, if you can read it. It's like Makai Toshi Saga, I believe it's called. Released overseas as the Final Fantasy Legend. At the time, Final Fantasy had recently come out for the NES, the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. Huge hit, both in Japan and overseas, in America and other places. So Square wanted to make an RPG, or I think Nintendo approached Square and asked them to make an RPG for their new handheld system, the Game Boy. And at the time, Square had already made Final Fantasy II, the Famicom-only Final Fantasy II, and that game was heavily influenced. I don't know how big of a role he played, but Mr. Akitoshi Kawazu, I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. He was one of the lead designers, I believe, of Final Fantasy II for the Famicom. And if anyone's played it, they know it's a very stark difference compared to Final Fantasy I. There's no experience. Your skills get trained individually. It's a big departure from the first game. But it's a really fun game. I enjoy it a lot. But anyway, I believe Nintendo asked Square to produce an RPG for the Game Boy. And so Square went to Kawazu, asked him to take the reins of it, and we ended up with the Final Fantasy Legend, or Saga, Makai Toshi Saga. Hey Dana, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, Kawazu worked on all of the games. All the Saga games are kind of his brainchild, his little baby project, except for one of them, the third Game Boy game. As far as I can tell, he didn't work on that one. Initially, upon release, the first 3 Game Boy games were released in America. Then there's some Super Nintendo or Super Famicom ones that didn't come out in the States. Then Saga Frontier and Saga Frontier 2 came out for PlayStation. Those were localized. And then, what was after that? Unlimited Saga was localized. I think it's just the 3 Super Famicom games that didn't come out in the States. But I'm getting ahead of ourselves here. Hey, Heratron, welcome. Good to see you. Look at this. So the first 3 Saga games, there you have them, Game Boy only. First one, 1989. First RPG for the Game Boy. I believe it was like the first handheld game to have a battery backup too. It was kind of influential in a lot of ways. It's got awesome box art. We'll take a look closer a little bit later. Guy wielding a chainsaw, monsters. Again, localized as the Final Fantasy Legend, just to kind of cash in on the Final Fantasy trademark. The second game came out about a year later. I've never played the second game. I've never played the first game. I've played the third one. The second game apparently is the best of the 3 Game Boy games, but I've never played it. Much larger game world, better music, just a lot of cool stuff. I don't have a lot to say about a lot of these games because I haven't played them personally, but this is just a little bit of context. The third Saga game, it's late 1991, still on a Game Boy. From what I read, Kawazu was working on Romancing Saga for the Super Famicom, and so he did not work on Saga 3. I don't remember the name of the person who headed it up, but Saga 3 kind of cuts some of the mechanics, some of the traditional Saga mechanics, and kind of, from what I remember, tries to bring it a little bit more in line with Final Fantasy. It's definitely a different feel compared to the other ones. I actually had Final Fantasy Legend 3 as a kid. That was the first Saga game I played. The first of two that I've played. Am I gonna play the DS remakes? Are those translated? I don't know. I might have to. I'm unaware. Fan translated, yes. Okay, cool. I'll have to look into that. That sounds interesting. I knew they were remade, but I wasn't aware. I didn't really look into it. Ooh, Duke, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate the support while I've been not in the internet world. More text, wall of text. The next 3 Saga games. Again, I don't know a lot about these games. I haven't played a lot of these games. I just did a little bit of research just so we can get some context to the series. Romancing Saga was the 4th, 5th, and 6th games in the series. All released exclusively for the Super Famicom. And it wasn't until very recently that, just last year actually, Romancing Saga 3 was officially translated into English. But anyway, the first Romancing Saga released early 1992, not long after Saga 3, because they were being developed concurrently. So about 6 months after Final Fantasy 4. So it's a very early Super Nintendo title, Super Famicom, sorry. Romancing Saga was kind of the game that really introduced a lot of the, from what I can tell, again, I haven't played it, so I could be wrong, but it seems to be the game that introduced a lot of the Saga mechanics that it came to be known for. Multiple playable protagonists that you pick from at the start of the game. Very open-ended, just kind of story-based gameplay. That's not really the right way to say it. Like, the story seems to be told in a bunch of, like, loosely related side quests, if that makes sense. Again, I haven't played it. I really want to. It looks cool. Romancing Saga was remade for the PlayStation 2 and released worldwide, which was the first time it was officially translated into English. And I actually have that. It's over there. And that's one of the Saga games I've tried to play. Although the PlayStation 2 version of Romancing Saga adds a bunch of new mechanics. It's very complex. I wasn't big brain enough to figure it out at the time. Perhaps I can do better this time. Romancing Saga 2 released late 1993, so almost 2 years development time. They're kind of changed things up. Romancing Saga 2, you like play a king or an emperor of a kingdom, and the gameplay like progresses down the heirs. So you play as like the emperor, and then the emperor's son or daughter, and then their son or daughter, and you have to like manage your kingdom while you go out and do quests. It looks really freaking cool. I really want to play it, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Super Famicom only for the longest time. It looks, from what I could see, a iOS port, a remake was done in 2016, and then that mobile port was then ported to like Steam and Switch and all the modern consoles. So that is officially translated, available in English. I actually have a copy. I have the Steam version. That's the one I intend to play. For Romancing Saga, the first game, there is what appears to be a good fan translation of the Super Famicom version, so I'm gonna play that one. Hopefully it goes well. Hey Tango Bunny, good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, and Romancing Saga 3 released November 1995, so kind of a later, mid to late Super Famicom title. I mean, if I recall correctly, Super Famicom games were still being released well into 97, 96, 97, possibly even 1998. I want to say Kirby's Dream Land 3 came out in like 1998, something insane like that. So November 95, it's a fairly late era Super Famicom RPG. Right around the time Dragon Quest VI came out, which is an incredible game. Again, I haven't played it. This is just what I've read on Wiki. But Romancing Saga 3 adds like these tactical, large-scale battles, which just seems incredible for an RPG game. I love the idea. I know Suikoden does the same sort of thing, but I've never played that. Again, not released outside Japan till just recently, just less than a year ago. There's a remastered edition that's available on Steam. I don't know if that's a port of an iOS port, but it's available in English. Next two games, just doing a brief overview of the entire series here. Saga Frontier, Saga Frontier 2. These were PlayStation 1 titles. And Saga Frontier, the first one, is a game I had probably when it came out. I probably got it around 97 or 98. I could never get very far into it. So my whole experience with the Saga games is Saga 3, Final Fantasy Legend 3, the least Saga-like of them all, and Saga Frontier. Again, Saga Frontier I never played a whole heck of a lot of. My JRPG experience was much more Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, more standard games like that. And when I got to more experimental, creative games like this, I was like, oh, what's this? Not comfortable, not familiar. And I couldn't play it. I was also a kid. I mean, 1997, I was, 9 years old, so, can't expect a whole heck of a lot out of me. But yeah, Saga Frontier has excellent artwork, great music, everything's much, much improved. 7 different scenarios. Now, I don't know how that compares to Romancing Saga, because Romancing Saga introduces the multiple protagonists, but I think they all have the same overarching story, I think. But Frontier actually has totally separate scenarios that you go through with each character, and they are loosely related to each other. And you can find characters from one scenario and recruit them to your party if you're playing as someone else. I do remember that much, but there's very distinct scenarios that you play through as opposed to just open-ended world exploration, which is still a part of it, don't get me wrong. And Saga Frontier 2, I never played. It has a really unique style. It looks great. And I believe, from what I read, it says right there, I believe. Only 2 characters this time, and it follows them. I don't know. There's large scale battles, which is just excellent in an RPG. All RPGs should have them. Hey, Samson, welcome. Yeah, Saga Frontier was probably one of the first sagas for a lot of people. I mean, 1997, that seems early for a PlayStation title. Seems pretty early to me, but I'm kind of ignorant about it. Yeah, I read that, Dana, that Saga Frontier was kind of truncated. Or it needed just a little bit more development. Like they had to cut things out of some people's stories. And it just kind of abruptly, or one of the stories abruptly ends. But I still really want to play it. It's cool. PlayStation 2 era, you had 1, make that 2 video games. Unlimited Saga, I don't know a lot about Unlimited Saga, besides the fact that it is basically a meme. And It was extremely well received in Japan, extremely panned and negatively received in the States. My personal theory, having not ever played it, not ever seen it, just reading on Wiki, is that it seems like in Japan, and I think this is a recurring trend for all the games, but it seems like in Japan, the game was released along with guides, maps, mechanical breakdowns explaining the different systems and how they work and how you can use them to your advantage. Whereas in America, it's released, you get a little manual that doesn't really explain much of anything, and you start playing it and you scratch your head and like, what in the world is this? I don't understand. And so you just give up on it. I don't know, that's my theory, but again, I haven't played it. I want to. I plan to. That's all I'm going to say about that. PlayStation 2, they remade the first Romancing Saga as a totally different art style, added a little bit of content called Romancing Saga Minstrel Song. Just again, I have it. I'm looking at it right over there. From what I can tell, it's different enough from the Super Famicom version to basically be considered a different game, but I don't know. I want to play them both and learn and grow and experience them for myself. Modern times, we have Saga Scarlet Grace, the most recent game in the series. I'm skipping over a couple mobile/web. Excuse me. Skipping over a couple mobile/web only games because I don't want to play them. I don't even know if they're in English. So we're going to skip right to 2016. Scarlet Grace. This is a PlayStation Vita release. I don't know hardly anything about it, besides the fact that it got ported to like the Switch, PlayStation 4, Steam, I believe. All the typical modern platforms. You can read right there. That's about all I know about it. Very in-depth and detailed lore here. Basically, you can summarize it as, I don't know much about these games. I really am curious about them, and I'm excited to play them. Here's your little timeline. So, long-running series. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 titles. 10 if you don't count the PlayStation 2 remake. It's a lot of JRPG. A lot of JRPG gaming. It'll be good times. So my plan is start from the beginning. We're going to start from the beginning. Final Fantasy Legend. And then go straight into Final Fantasy Legend 2. And then go straight into Final Fantasy Legend 3. Then go straight into Romancing Saga. Super Famicom fan translation. And there, I don't know if I'll go straight into Romancing Saga 2 and Romancing Saga 3. I might be all JRPG'd out and need a quick little break. But Romancing Saga 2 and 3, I plan to play the Steam versions. Saga Frontier 2, play the PlayStation versions, which I believe are the only versions available. Unlimited Saga, play it on the PlayStation 2. Romancing Saga Minstrel Song, I have that one already. Play that, PlayStation 2. And Scarlet Grace, available on Steam. I'm pretty excited. I'd like to say I'll just play them all in a row, but yeah, I agree, Dr. Mindbender. I'll probably take my time and try and savor them, enjoy them, maybe punctuate them with other like adventure games, maybe some action games. I got a lot of games I want to play. I'm really excited to dive deep into them. Hey, Briar Cub, welcome. Good to see you. To what do we owe the pleasure? It's a Wednesday. Stream day. It's season 3 of twitch.tv/BillBull. So you gotta have your breaks, strategically placed breaks in between the creation of content. Season 1 BillBull went from my first streams all the way to Xanadu for PC88. Xanadu killed me, so I took a couple months off. Came back for season 2. I didn't call it these at the time. What did I play when I came back? I can't even remember. Played a whole bunch of games. Went all the way up to Amiga action games. Operation Clean Streets. That game killed me. So, took a little bit more time off. Recharged the batteries. We're back. We're back. Hey, Barney, welcome. Good to see you. Exactly. Gotta take time off with a cliffhanger. 300 to 400 hours of Saga. I think that might be... could be underestimating. I don't know. I recall... I think Landale played Saga Frontier not too long ago. And I want to say it was like 80 hours from him. Or 80 hours for him. For just one of the games. I don't know. But I'm sure that a lot of the games are about the same length. Okay, Saga Frontier's the longest. Okay. See, I'll say this. I've said it before. I'll keep reiterating. I don't know a lot about these games, so I'm very excited to really dive into them and play them. Oh yeah, Sunny Shine on the funny side of life. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that game. That gnarly game. That ghetto German advertisement adventure game. Hey, Chuck Grody, welcome. Good to see you. What else do I have here? That's my little lore. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. What else did I have here? First game we're going to play is this one. See, what did I say? Unlimited Saga. It's basically a meme. Literally all I've heard about it is just memes. So I'm really excited to play it. Borrowed it from a friend. Couldn't even work out how to open a treasure chest. That's a perfect video game. Oh, I'm so excited. It'll be a minute before we get there, though. Here's the first game. Look at this awesome box art. This awesome Japanese box art. You got a man wielding chainsaw with a bazooka in the other arm. You got a woman with glowing hand. You got cute little blobby eyeball. And dragon. It's right here, just straight off the bat. Off the box art. You can tell it's going to be a departure from Final Fantasy. Because you got your sci-fi elements mixed in with traditional fantasy tropes. Which is something I love. I think there should be so many more sci-fi RPGs. I mean, Star Ocean's great. Don't get me wrong. I love Star Ocean. There should be more, though. More. Hey, Blizzilla, welcome. Used to rent Game Boy games. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that was possible. I never rented Game Boy games. I mean, of course it's possible. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, Blizzilla, you missed the brief lore. It was about 20 minutes of lore. I'll give you a little recap right here. There's all the games. I want to play them. Looks fun. Hey, Abs, welcome. Cosmic Star Heroine came out recently. I am unaware of what that is. Those are three words that individually I understand completely. Together, I don't know what they mean. SteelNet, welcome. Good to see you. I live and breathe. Here's the back of the box. I can't read any of this. Just looks like some pretty generic screenshots. Shows that you got an RPG here with a traditional battle system. Some numbers, some pictures of monsters, and some numbers and some dudes. Yeah, I'm sure the text explains how cool this is. We are just on the cusp of 1980s with this one. This game is 1989. 1989. Late 89. I want to say like December of 1989. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, I got cords trapping me in here. Okay. SteelNet, thank you for the redemption. Somehow people still have points. I don't even stream and people have points. Real, live, video game. It's mirrored. That says Romancing Saga. There's how much I got ripped off for it. So yeah. I have this. I've played this probably a total of... I think one day I really sat down and gave it like a good 2 hours or so. I didn't get very far. I got very confused. But there's a real video game. Open it up, you can see a beautiful manual. I mean, just look at the artwork. The artwork's gorgeous. Real disc, genuine, all mirrored. So yeah, there you go. The redemption. Imagine that it says, play this game while you wait for Bill's return. One of these days, maybe this season, I'll actually like prepare a season finale and not just abruptly stop streaming. I don't know, maybe I'll be like a responsible adult and do that sort of thing. That's the plan, at least. We'll see. I'll have to build up a lot of momentum to power through some excellent JRPG video game experiences. Oh, there's fan translations for the WonderSwan remakes. Ooh, cool. See, I didn't really look into it too much because, I mean, the Game Boy games were localized. It's probably a pretty rough localization. I'm looking forward to like very terse descriptions and like probably 4 characters for your name. Things like that. Which is just perfect. It's all you could ask for. Now in America, this is what we got. The Final Fantasy Legend, the most generic box art. The most generic box art. Look at this. Incredible Japanese style. Chainsaw on the hand. Bazooka, holster, blob, woman, dragon. No. Here's a helmet and a sword. Eh. The Final Fantasy Legend. Exciting role-playing adventure. Fantastic book of secret hints in amazing stereo sound. For the official Game Boy game pack. Or it is an official Game Boy game pack. Let me flip this over. I can read this. Fantastic fun. Oh, look, they have different pictures. That's pretty cool. I mean, they'd have to. The Final Fantasy Legend, registered trademark, takes you on a sensational voyage through 4 fantastic worlds. Land, ocean, space, and future city. You and your band of warriors seek to overpower zombies, goblins, and dreadful monsters hidden along the way. Secret clues lead you to the exotic weapons and treasures you'll need to stay alive. Your quest. Excuse me. Save paradise from the evil Ashura devils. They're wicked and treacherous. Takes all the spirit and cunning you can muster to claim victory. Once you've started, there's no turning back. Are you daring enough? Wait. Duke, are you telling me right now that the box is lying to me? Once you started, there's no turning back. But Duke, you turned back. What is this contradiction? Yeah, the cover's not... I mean, it's not bad. It's just side by side compared to the Japanese version. At least you kind of still get the sense of the game here. You turn away. You kind of still get the sense, you got your sword, you got your treasure chest with a mystical key in it, so you can tell it's going to be some sort of fantasy RPG, but then the helmet looks very sleek and futuristic, so you can kind of get the sense that maybe they're trying to add sci-fi elements to fantasy gameplay, but it's missing the chainsaw. Exactly. It's missing the chainsaw. Everything's better with a chainsaw. Let's read the manual, and then let's actually play a video game. Where did I put the manual? Oh my gosh, OBS. I have to relearn how to use this. Oh look, there it is. Oh, this is fine. This is fine, just like that. Shoutouts to replacementdocs.com. The Final Fantasy Legend. This is the best scan I could find. It's pretty not good quality. It's very pink, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. It's kind of hard to read. It's probably even harder for you guys to read. Thank you for purchasing the Nintendo Game Boy Game Pack. Before you start playing, please read this instruction booklet carefully. Follow the correct operating procedures. Keep this instruction booklet handy for your future reference. Perhaps a foreshadowing of things to come. Eons ago, the Tower spewed forth beasts and monsters of many kinds. Adventurers set forth to end the invasions and find the legendary paradise on the other side. How to play. Look at that old Game Boy. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I ever had one of the old Game Boys like that. I think the first Game Boy I had was a Game Boy Pocket. So I don't think I ever had one of the old Game Boys, the thick beasts, the girthy ones that took, like, what was it, 4 or 6 AA batteries? I think it was only 4 AA's. And the Pocket reduced down to 2. How to play. It's literally 4 buttons. You'll figure it out. Don't worry. The A button is used to search in front of the character while traveling on the world screen. It's also used to initiate conversation with other characters you meet in the game. A button will execute menu choices, advanced text, etc., 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 etc. I'm not going to read word for word the entire manual. You can just kind of skim through. We'll look at the pictures, check out the important bits. When you travel about, remember to press the A button to search the area in front of the character and find many things if you search very well. That's going to be important information there. By pressing the B button, you can make several things happen. You can cancel a selection, speed up a conversation, exit a subscreen window, end a conversation, or battle resolution screen. You can see that the B button gives you the kind of control you need to play a winning game. That's the kind of attitude I like, Square. Start button gets you your menu or the function subscreen. Use items, check your gold. Current floor number. Must be for climbing the tower. Yep. Select button. Just check your status. You got your hearts, got your HP. So yeah, it looks like right off the bat, the very first Saga game, they introduced the life points. Or they call them hearts here. It's one of the unique features of Saga games. Your characters not only have hit points, but once those hit points get reduced to 0, they lose a life point or a heart. And once all their life points are depleted, they're dead. Gone. Dunzo. Sayonara. So it's definitely something to keep in mind while playing. How to play, put the game in the Game Boy, turn it on. Okay. Oh, yes, now we're talking. Humans. Humans are the most well-rounded characters in the game. Starting hit point levels, HP levels, are high. In comparison to the other races, humans can use most all equipment and armor, carry up to 8 items of your choice. Humans do not rise in strength and level like the other player races. They must buy their increases in the form of the HP 200, HP 100, or HP 400? Strength and agility can be raised by purchasing strong and agility. Humans are the most common of the races found on the continent. Their numbers have been increasing due to their strength of arms. With this ability, they have been able to wrestle most of the land back from the invading monsters, but as of yet, have still been unable to discern the secrets of the tower. So here we're getting our first glimpse into the unique mechanics of the Saga series. Human characters don't grow in strength just by fighting. Very different from Final Fantasy, where if you're weak and you need to power up, you just kill monsters. Here you need to just kill monsters, but then use your money that you earn to buy upgrades in the form of strong and agility. So that'll be pretty cool to play with. Extremely quiet. Tango Bunny, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it very much. Hey, Alucard, welcome. Yeah, these are probably the devs, or like the localizer's older brother and his girlfriend and girlfriend's uncle. It's gotta be. Mutants. The mutants are an interesting offshoot of the human race, consisting of a cross between humans and some of the older races of the world of the continent. As players, they tend to be physically weaker, possessing fewer HPs than their pure-blooded human counterparts. Mutants do not raise their abilities like the humans. Mutant powers mature only through the rigors of questing. At a point, the mutant evolves into a more powerful form. This evolution triggers latent powers locked deep inside the mutant's genetic code. Suddenly gifted with new powers and more HPs, the mutant character becomes a more dominant force in the party. Mutants can carry up to 4 items. Once their powers are activated, they can no longer use their store-bought weapons. For all these reasons and more, the mutant offers many opportunities for achieving success in the games. Plural, games. Monsters. Dude, look at Rhino Bunny. Oh, this artwork's amazing. Look at this dinosaur. Is this like a praying mantis with swords? Oh, skeleton. I want to play. Monsters come in many shapes and sizes. Some are creatures from the continent's past. Some are newcomers from the tower who have proven to be friendly. All have mastered the ability to communicate with the man-like races have even begun to coexist with them. As players, the monster character also has an individual method of growing stronger. The monster character gains strength by eating the specially seasoned meats carried by most creatures. When a monster character eats meat, he may transform into a beast of another form. He will have all the HPs and powers of the beast. This means he could transform into a beast weaker than himself should he eat the meat of a weaker enemy. And of course, if he eats the meat of a more powerful monster, he thus becomes more powerful. Monsters start with low HPs but have some strong attacks. Monsters cannot use items. I remember this because I played Final Fantasy Legend 3 as a kid. I remember this mechanic from the third Final Fantasy Legend game. Like after a battle, occasionally you'll get like it just says, meat. And if you have your monster character eat the meat, it transforms. It's so cool. I just love the idea of not only battling tons and tons of monsters everywhere, but then becoming those monsters to gain more power. It's just, I love the idea. I don't know how well it's executed. I guess we'll see soon enough. What? Chubo, thank you for the subscription. Some ripe Frandanas, fresh Fruitles. Thank you, I appreciate the support. Very kind of you. It's good to be back. Look forward to many streams to come. How do you name your character? You enter the name. You can just, yeah, not too concerned about reading that. How to begin the adventure. Adventure starts on the world of Continent in the village of Base Town. What are these names? Base Town is located in the northwestern section of Continent. Continent. At least it's not the world of Incontinent. Start standing at the southern edge of Base Town. You're armed with a hammer. Here you can recruit some companions. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just incredible. I'm just picturing some generic protagonist. I'm going to go save the world. Let me grab my trusty hammer and let's go adventure. Hammer. Oh, it's amazing. Armed with a hammer, you can recruit some companions. You should proceed into the village, go to the guild, recruit additional party members. Guildmaster asks you, so yeah, you start with one character, but you quickly just recruit 3 more. So you have a party of 4 at all times. Once a member, always a member. Can't remove characters unless they die. Well, we'll read through this. Once a character has been introduced into a party, cannot be removed unless he's dead. What if you have a female? A party leader cannot be removed under any circumstances. The party leader is the character that's located in the first slot of any party. You may change the leader of a party from the status subscreen by changing their order. Character labeled as dead may be restored at a House of Life if he still has at least 1 heart. Characters with no hearts must be retired. As you progress through the game, you may lose a character to more powerful enemies. The strength of the guild members will increase as the levels you are playing on get harder. With this, you can get one closer to your party's abilities. Try to save your members. Replacement members are not as strong. Okay. Cool. Got some recommended parties here. I'm kind of leaning towards doing 2 humans, a mutant, and a monster. Just because I want to be able to have all types of characters in my party. 4 humans, that's just lame. You're totally missing out on the entire monsters, everything about monsters. So I gotta have at least 1 monster. I don't know if it's better to have 2 humans, 1 mutant, 1 monster, or like 1 human, 2 mutants, 1 monster, or 1 human, 1 mutant, 2 monsters. I'm probably gonna just go with this third recommendation here. Humans will have to provide strength until the mutant and the monsters have developed. Some monsters have powerful attacks for beginning level characters. With the right chemistry, this could be a very powerful group. I think I'll do this. 2-1-1's the best blind playthrough because you gotta find out. Okay, cool. That is the plan. We do not recommend these parties though. Oh, cords everywhere. Don't do 4 mutants. Don't do 4 monsters. Both of these parties have serious disadvantages in HP levels. The 4 monster party cannot wear armor, suffers from a severely limited amount of attacks. Without armor, they are highly vulnerable. The 4 mutant party can carry up to 4 items each, but will find themselves in trouble when their powers begin to develop and they become short of offensive attacks. Both of these parties cannot use most of the treasures that are to be found in the world of the continent. And ultimately, treasure is most important to your success, if not survival. Balance in the party is essential. Parties should be designed to make use of as much of the potential items as possible. It takes skillful play and clear thinking to accomplish this. Humans can use items, but monsters and mutants cannot. Unless played with extreme guile, these parties would rarely survive their first few encounters. Gathering information as you progress. You should seek to gain as much information. Yeah, talk to people. It's an RPG. Of course you want to talk to everybody. It's like, it's just common sense. Again, I don't feel too concerned to read every word. To fight or to run. When you fight, select fight or select run. Weapon to match the enemy, multiple enemy groups. When you give the command to fight, we'll start with the first character in the party. The game will ask which of your weapons you wish to use. Oh yeah, weapons have like durability. Ooh. Okay. Sweet. Combat resolution. After all the commands are in, game will take off the appropriate damage from the characters and enemies. Both sides survive. Continue until the next round. La-di-da. Sometimes there is meat. I feel like that'd be a name of an album or something. Sometimes there is meat. Occasionally. I love the translation. Occasionally a chunk of meat's left behind by one of the enemies. If this meat is eaten, it may bring a change to the monster character. The meat will have no effect on the human or mutant character. Remember the type of enemy you defeated. If it's a stronger character, you may get stronger. If not, you may get weaker. So yeah, this will be interesting to experiment with. Because you're going to have to really keep track of the relative strengths of all the monsters you encounter. Which shouldn't be too hard, because I assume it's a fairly linear progression through the game up the tower. And so the higher you go up the tower, you'll encounter new monsters. Those monsters are more powerful than the previous ones, which you've already absorbed, and thus fighting new monsters, eating that new meat will power you up. It seems to be fairly straightforward, but I get the feeling it is not as it appears. Hey, X Mortis, welcome. The twist ending is sometimes there isn't any meat. Oh, that'd be a tragedy. You must heal the entire party. If there are not enough GPs, you may use other methods of healing. Enter your command by pressing A button. After being in a few horrendous scrapes, the party may want to return to the nearest town to receive healing at the local inn. Cost 1 gold piece for every HP you need to recover to full health. If you don't have enough to pay for the full amount, you will not be able to receive any healing. Okay. So gold is obviously of the utmost import. The House of Life. So character dies, you take him to the House of Life, and you can revive them at the cost of a heart, as well as an exorbitant amount of GPs. If they run out of hearts, though, they die. If you run out of hearts, once your characters run out of hearts, he will no longer be able to be restored. You will need to take him to the guild to receive a new party member. If you've lost a character you really don't want to lose, you can shut off the power to the Game Boy and turn it back on. Officially sanctioned save scumming. I love it. Thank you for the tip, Square. When you select continue, your party will restart at the last point you save the game. I mean, it makes sense. It's logical. Make sure you check to see if any party members are dead before you save the game. I don't know. I haven't read the manual for Wizardry. I'd imagine it does, though. I know at least a lot of Wizardry players back in the day would just do that. Weapons and item shops. Buy weapons, buy items. Okay. Now, it looks to me, just on a glance here, that this is one of those games where you just have to figure out which weapons are better than old weapons. You just have to, I don't know, gauge by the price you're paying for a weapon. Say, hey, this hammer costs 250 GPs. This sword costs 220 GPs, therefore hammer must be stronger than sword. I think that's kind of how you figure it out. Hopefully, upon closer examination of the item, you will discover that it has great value to your party. Oh, thank you. How to read the map. You got towers, you got your towns, your castles, mountains, caves, oceans, and rivers. I suppose that's a bridge. I believe this would make much more sense in context. This picture is kind of indecipherable. Okay, I can kind of see the bridge now. Forest. Hey, Zetsubera, welcome. Yes, we are in the third story arc of the Bilbo channel. I'm very excited to get going. Oh yeah, different terrain. This all looks like fairly standard RPG. The function subscreen. You got your ability menu, save, item, equip, check your GPs, check your position. Checking your position in... Oh, okay, wait a minute. The function subscreen is for using items, checking current ability levels, equipping characters, checking your position in the game's overall sense. Checking your GP level and saving your game. So this position, 5F, that's where you are in the game's overall sense. Okay, that's good to know. But there's also maximum. The position indicator shows the floor you are on. At the start, it reads 1F, first floor. The number in the maximum column shows the highest level the party has reached. Okay, so you can both ascend and descend the tower. Interesting. GP is the sum of the entire party's money. Okay, pretty standard stuff. Evaluate your character's ability on a scale of 1 to 100. To look at an individual character, move the hand to the character, press A. Yeah, pretty basic stuff yet again. Ooh, explanation of statistics. This is good information to have. The figure of your character is number 3. Oh, that's a little sprite. Character strength is based on a scale of 1 to 100. The higher the number, the mightier the character. The stronger your character, the more damage you will do with one hit. These are the most basic of stats. Defense, attack, agility, mana. Agility influences how often your character is hit and how well he will do with ranged weapons and skills. Oh, interesting. So I wonder if this also affects turn order in combat. I would assume it does. The higher this value, the better your character. Mana indicates the power level that the character has when using magic. The higher this value, more powerful the magic thrown by the brave character. Shows items, how to use items. Yep. More about items. You can throw them in the trash. Using the crystals. To use the crystals on the item subscreen, go to the item marked sphere. Press A and the second menu screen will appear with the crystals on it. Point to the crystal you want to use, press A again. Huh. Okay, I'm sure that will be more apparent as we play the game. Make sure you equip your dudes. Limits. Mutants can only carry 4 items, humans 8, monsters no. Save and save. Status, this looks to be about the same. Oh, here's a little nugget of information. The characters in the first 2 slots are the most likely to be hit as they are at the front of the party. That's good to know. How to change order. Yeah, characters in the front of the party most vulnerable, most likely to get hit. That seems to be the only difference that order makes. Message speed, individual stats. Ooh, weapons. Now, weapons have a limited number of uses. Great care must be taken to make sure the party has enough weapons to make it through an entire excursion away from town. No way to rearm in the middle of a fight. So the amount of damage that can be done by these weapons is directly related to the character's strength. So maybe the weapons themselves don't really have much variance. It's more the character stats. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it to figure it out. Stock up on a good supply. Ranged weapons. This is agility based. Oh, is that a fired type of weapon such as a bow, a missile, and a submachine gun? You just throw missiles? That's incredible. A freaking Uzi? A missile and an SMG are multiple strike weapons. Yes, they are. Oh, wait. Okay, this might be important here. Weapons hit on a combination of your character's agility and what is known as a rate of success. The rate of success is based on the number of times that the character actually uses the weapon. In such cases, the more you use an item, the more likely you are to succeed with it. Okay, so this harkens back to Final Fantasy II for the Famicom, where you need to train individual weapon skills. But that seems to only apply for ranged weapons, and none of the other status screens or anything gives you a number to gauge your current rate of success. So that's kind of going to be something you just have to track on your own, it seems like. Okay, interesting. Skills represent forms of combat that must be learned and mastered. Punch, kick, headbutt eventually become more powerful skills as the characters progress. Skills have limited uses. You can use them to strike multiple times, but they will do little damage unless they are mastered through constant use. Okay, so again, just use your skills and get better with those skills to do more damage with them. Now, if they have a limited number of uses, and you need to use them to get stronger with them, then wouldn't it follow that by the time you've used a skill enough to become proficient at that skill that you will no longer have any uses of said skill available to you, rendering the entire training segment useless? There must be a way to recharge your skills in some fashion. You got your armor here. Shields have limited uses. A number to the right of any item indicates how many uses are left before it's gone. Okay. Keep a very close eye on the numbers. Some helmets, breastplates, gauntlets have unlimited usage. These items are the most useful, so try to find them. Good. Colt Ice. I guess that's a spell. Colt Gold. Oh, Colt must be like a example character's name. Just skimming through to see if it also says that spells... Doesn't say that spells gain in power the more you use them. Fire, Chill, and Elec. Sleep is a non-competitive Colt Ice. Malt liquor. Oh, gotta love those 40s. Man, I haven't drank a 40 in so many years. Been a number of years. All the items. Potion, Potion 3, and the elixir are items of powerful healing magic. That Potion 2, though, we don't talk about that one here. Humans, unlike monsters and mutants, gain their strength and agility through the use of potions, strong and agility. Healing items. Okay. The Rod for healing. The Antidote for curing poison. The Golden Needle for curing petrification. The Cross removes curses. Eye Dropper cures blindness. The Bell awakens sleepers. Pan clears confusion. Shocker cures paralysis. Arcane replenishes a limited use item. One time only. Ooh, that's a good item. Revive restores one dead character. Heart places one lost heart to character. 3 maximum. Other items. Door. The door has a special spot so you can teleport to a specific location whenever you wish. Okay. Through the trials of questing, the mutant character gains strength. As his strength grows, certain latent powers begin to show. They work like the more magical powers of human characters. You can recharge them at an inn, just like the monster character does. Oh, well, there you go. I was wondering about that earlier. So you can recharge your number of uses by sleeping at an inn. You gotta use your skills to become more proficient in them, deal more damage. Got it. When you look at the monster subscreen, you'll find some type of attack listed. To the right of this attack, you will find an X or an O. Okay, that's to the left. The X means your character will be more vulnerable, and O means it is immune. Oh, cool. Monsters have just innate immunity to certain weapon, ice, elements, attacks. For example, were-rat character is protected well against weapon. You'll take less damage from them. Lizard is susceptible to ice attacks. Will take more damage from them. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like it. Monster character has attacks unlike those of human characters. They use very unusual weapons and even their bodies to defend their opponents. Defeat their opponents, I think they meant to say. Attacks such as nail, tusk, horn, fin, tail, bone, nose, beak, and 8 legs can sometimes do more damage than the more commonly used weapons like swords and magic spells. However, the weakness in these attacks is they can only hit one enemy at a time. The fight can go on. We got random camel case here. Attack type depends on character type. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Flame, ice, thunder, gas, acid, quake, tornado, whirl will work on groups of opponents. Great deal of power. They get things for your party in a fix. Long battles can therefore be settled in just one blow by using one of these attack strategies. This would be advantageous over one hit at a time. Use this power when needed. Oh, I just love the writing. They get things for your party in a fix. Mirror, power, and armor work for the caster to raise his defensive abilities, greatly reduce the chance of his getting damaged. The power barrier will raise the defensive values of the entire party, thereby giving them the strength to fill many a foe. I'll just move on. Drain, stench, electro, web, and sand will do no physical damage. They will reduce their abilities, predominantly agility. So they will not be able to launch such powerful attacks against your party. Some powers can affect the enemies in different ways, like poison, P-fangs, soul gaze, sleep, and flash. After some play, you can decide when and where to use your different powers. Different situations will call for different strategies. Instead of a damaging blow, a magical sleep might be called for to enable your escape. As your strength builds, you'll eventually develop powers like Gaze, Defangs, and Petrify. You can fell an enemy in a single blow. Powers like S-Skin, P-Skin, and Burn will damage your enemies, may also damage you. Parasite attacks, Drain, you got your Touch, Kiss, Leech, Drink, and Melt. Pretty cool. Healing. The powers of Heal and Honey will heal the caster. The power of Cure will heal the whole party. The powers of Heal and Honey will heal the caster. Care will return most characters back to the original state after being hit by other powers like paralysis. Care, return to normal state. Cure and Healing, Honey revive, raise. Humans rely on armor to keep defenses up. Shell and ESP will help your gifted character with any defense he may need. You may use the power of Mirror to cast the attack of an enemy back at him. Hey, Hertron, good to see you. I'm doing pretty well these days. It's been a very busy summer for me, just for work. Mostly just work. Things are starting to taper off. So we'll have some maximum video gameage now. Yet again. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited to be streaming again. The Adventurer's Log. Young and strong, they were uncertain. Eric knew the curse upon the land needed to be lifted. Only one was brave enough to challenge the tower. Eric. I think this is like a walkthrough now. Yeah, making a party. Journey begins. Battle. Cover HP. Castle. So I'm not going to read any of this. I'd rather just play it blind. Well, blind-ish. More power is needed. See, they have like maps. Oh, this is so cool. The Bandit King. The World of Ocean. Information and The Cave. Pages of history remain to be written by you. Good luck. Alright. Well, there's the manual. Is that 79 pages? Ooh. Now, I want to real quickly, before we actually play the game, just real quickly, let's take a quick look at the Japanese manual. Because I think one of the big things, and this is just kind of an uneducated guess, but I think one of the big things with regard to how well the Saga games were received in Japan versus outside of Japan is the lack of detailed explanation of mechanics for the American documentation. I mean, just take, for example, the weapons. They just say buy weapons. Upon closer examination, you'll discover it's got great value. Okay, cool. it just kind of lists some of the skills and say, oh yeah, these sort of skills are attack spells. Attacks such as nail, tusk, horn, fin, tailbone, etc. can sometimes do more damage. It just has kind of vague statements like that, implying you need to just figure it out on your own, which is, there's fun to be had there. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy just figuring things out. But then we switch over to the, Japanese manual. Let me fix the cropping here. Let's go like that. Again, just to reiterate, box art is incredible. Japanese title for the Japanese release. Now, I can't read any of this, but I have skimmed through this, and one thing that really stuck out to me was, you got your pictures here. I mean, look at this. All the different characters here, they have the different stats of each character broke down in detail. Got your different monsters, their stats. I assume these are the abilities of each monster in detail. This information is not available to the American player. You just got to play the game. And there's more. They're explaining the monster meat here. I don't know if they go into more detail about it. Look, they've got weapons here. I assume these are stats of the weapons. Much more useful information here that we don't have. Look at the gun. Arrow, missile. What is this? Like an assault rifle? Question marks on the armor. Durability, I guess? Or maybe price? Wood sandals. I think this would be number of uses, and this is price, I'm guessing. See, all of this information is readily available in Japan. So I think, again, just a half-baked theory, but the Japanese player would get this game, they'd read through the manual, they would understand the mechanics, they'd have a decent grasp of the game and how they're expected to play it before they even start playing. And thus they can actually enjoy the gameplay, the story, the characters, the world, and etc. Whereas the American player start playing and they have to figure everything out first. I think that sort of dichotomy holds true throughout the entire series. That's my theory. Like what is all this? I don't even know what any of this is. Is this spells and abilities maybe? I can't read. I didn't even try to translate it. But look at all this information that's available here in the Japanese manual. Look at charts and tables to make even the most weary accountant cry with joy. Look at all these charts, these tables, these figures. Square. Yeah, you can kind of see the contrast between the attention given to the Japanese release versus the stateside release. Supposed to buy Nintendo Power? Probably. I think you're probably right. Like what is this? Like a potion? Oh yeah, HP 200. Oh, that's for increasing your character stats. The bell to awaken the sleeper. The door. Is this a stiletto or something? Gold needle. So yeah, I think that's it for the lore. I guess we could actually play the video game now. Let me click on that link that Dana just posted. The Worlds of Final Fantasy Legend 3. Oh, I think I had this poster. Oh yeah, and then you look at the back of it and there's like detailed charts and figures and stats. Oh, man. I think I had this many moons ago. That's pretty cool. And that probably came in box with the game. I wonder if the first game had something like that as well. Yeah, oh well. How about we play video game? Whoa. Let's go like that. Let's change scenes here. Got BizHawk here, my emulator of choice, using the Gambit core. Let me move this real quick. Right there. Is that a little quiet? It's definitely not quiet. Okay, I can turn it down a smidge. Okay, hopefully that's a little better. Please, I'm new to this. You'll have to forgive me. Please, any feedback, anything bad, please let me know. Don't hesitate. Appreciate it. Look at that. I even got a little chat box. Oh. I'll be playing this on emulator. Like I said, BizHawk using the Gambit core. This is my controller of choice. I got this Super Nintendo USB controller. It's very cheap. I think it came direct from Taiwan. There's literally no information about it anywhere, no serial number. It makes noises when you shake it. It's a good controller. This is some good music. I think that's a loop there. Okay, controller's not working. Oh, remap the controls. Up, down, left, right. Start, select, B, A. Save. There we go. Somehow... Let's do this again. Somebody got reversed. Up. Left, right. Bear with me one moment. It's reading up and right as the same. Maybe that thing that was jiggling when I shook it was like a contact. Okay, maybe that's better. Because the camera's mirrored, yeah. You got me. Solved the mystery. Oh, let's start the timer. Let's play the video game. It's been said. The tower. The center of the world. It's connected to paradise. dreaming of a life in paradise. Many have challenged the secret of the tower. But no one knows what became of them. Now, there is another who will brave the adventure. Did you see that ellipsis? It was just on there for like a fraction of a second, but it was dot, dot, and then the last dot was like trailing down. I love it. Okay. Okay, there are map posters, maps for Legend 1 and 2. Ooh, cool. Okay, I'll look for those off stream. We'll take a look at those on my next stream, so we can get the full experience. So this must be selecting my party lead. Got Clipper. This is a member of the Clippers. Isn't that like a basketball team in Los Angeles or something? The Red Bulls. I don't see any wings. Were Rat and Zombie. Well, the party lead will be Human M. Name? Oh, that's not good. The up button on my keyboard, on my controller, is diagonal. Alright, this worked perfectly fine just the other day. Alright, up should be straight up. That's clear. I mean, if this fails, I have no qualms about just using the keyboard. When I was a child, discovering the joys of emulation for the first time in my youth, I spent many hours playing Nesticle, Genesis, No Cash, Game Boy. I spent many hours playing with my keyboard. I don't mind it at all. Okay, seems to have fixed itself. So name must be... mouse cursor. Bull. 4-character limit? Yes, indeed. RetroArch, same boy. I use RetroArch for PlayStation, and I use it for Game Boy Advance too. RetroArch's fine, it works well. I remember No Cash GB had link cable support, and this is just a little tangent, but me and my younger brother would play Pokemon on computer, No Cash GB, the emulator, split screen, but it would be linked together. So we'd share the keyboard. Like, I'd have all my keys mapped to the left side of the keyboard, he'd be on the right side of the keyboard, and we'd have our own little screens, and we'd be able to trade Pokemon. It was so much fun. Does our character have a booty? He's got a little booty! Yeah, that's correct, Tango. You could only emulate link capability if you were playing the exact same game, so you couldn't do between versions. But... let's chat. If you want to advance, choose members at the guild. Well, thank you, good sir. Pause. We can look at our position in the status of game. What abilities does Bull have? He has long ability. Bronze. So this is a bronze gauntlet. Unlimited use. Long sword, 50 use. 8 strength, 1 defense. 4 agility. So is this equipped. Okay, I just unequipped it. Okay, okay, I see, I see. So now I need to... Nope, we need to equip, bowl, empty slot, put the bronze on. Okay, I see, I see. I understand. Let's go find the guild so we can get some party members. I gotta assume the different tiles. Gonna be the transition. Yes, indeed. Ooh, octopus! There is another town in the southeast. Thank you, octopus. Squidman. Hello, me. Good to see you. My twin brother. Once you leave town, it's a savage land. Savage land. I like savage lands. Oh, there's the edge of town. I really like the shuffling walk animation. It's not even a walk animation, he's just constantly cycling between the two frames and sliding. I love it. Where's Guild? Is Guild in the inn? It must be. Ooh, what do you have to say? If you lose your last heart, you can't be brought back to life. I understand. There's Top Hat. The House of Life. I'm not going to spend anything. Okay, the inn to heal. I talked to them behind the counter. Nope, nothing different. Hello? 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 Genbu has hidden the key to the door in the statue of Hero. I see. Yeah, the House of Life. The House of Life is just some back alley corner that this guy has commandeered. Oh, guild. Where? Slot 2, okay. Second party member will be Human F. What shall be her name? Her name, we're gonna call her, we can get very creative here. Lady. Oh, she starts with less HPs. There's differences between the two sexes. So now we want a mutant and then a monster. Let's get Mutant Man. We're gonna call him Mutant Man. Shall be called I don't know why. We're just gonna call him Nate. 20 HPs? Nate, dude, you gotta pick it up. Monster. Wait, these are different monsters. When you started the game, you could select from 4 monsters that are different than these 4. Lizard, Skelling, Albatross, Goblin. I gotta go with a skeleton. It's a monster. I don't think monsters speak English, so we're just gonna call him. There's my team. So now we pause. Actually, let's just select. Change the speed. 1's the fastest game speed, or text speed. Oh, much better. This tower leads to paradise. I have no money. Long axe, rapier, gold, gold, ice, okay. Do my guys start with gear? Lady, you have a rapier, okay, good. Nate has hammer. Skeleton has bone. Circle means they are vulnerable to par and whoop. X means he is resistant to fire. Paralysis and weapons? Figure it out. I think there's nothing else to do but go kill monsters. Doors locked by magic of black. Whoa there. Okay. Oh wait, let me check the item shop. Strong. Agility. So these are my stats for my human characters. Potion and X potion. Antidote. I drop revive. Heart. Rod was a healing item with multiple uses. Okay, cool. No money though. Means we just have to go kill monsters. Step out here. Save game. Now they said there was a town in the southeast. Notice how the background is literally just white space. It's very good. Give him the long, give him the rapier, give him the hammer, give him the bone. So Erg went first, then Bull, then Lizard, Lady Nate. So let's see if that's consistent. Will Erg, and then Bull go, and then Lizard, then Lady Nate? Lady goes first this turn. Then Erg, then Bull. Nate seems to be consistently last. I guess I should check to see what my character's stats are. Erg's first again. Okay, then Lady. They're not doing a whole lot. Oh! You found meat of lizard. Yeah. Erg changed to albatross. 40 GP. Ooh. So now, check the ability of Erg. He learned Beak. Quick, this is going to be crazy to try and keep track of. 9 agility, but the manual didn't say that agility had any effect on turn order. It only said agility had to deal with your accuracy with ranged weapons. Bull's got 4 agility. Lady has 7. Lady was going before Bull fairly consistently. Nate's got 3 agility compared to... So Nate does have the least agility. He was going last. So I think that does come into play. Oh, my... Oh, Goblin. Very powerful monster. Give him the beak. 13 damage. Oof. No meat. What are my characters looking like? Bull is at half hit points. I have no method of healing. So I'm just going to stay here by the town. We're just going to kill monsters until I get low on health. And just do a quick little money grind. Now, I don't know where the next town is. It's gotta be down there somewhere. I already want to just stop grinding and just go for the next town, see how it goes. Ooh, attacked Erg. Lizard has a lot of HPs. Oh, 14 damage. Found meat of lizard. So I ate meat of lizard last time. I went from skeleton to albatross. Do I go from albatross to something else? To goblin. And that will heal me? It did heal me. I'm just gonna heal and then go look for the next town. Costs 31 GP to heal. Okay, bye-bye. So I did, what, 3 encounters? And it cost 30 to heal after the 3 encounters. Get about 40 GP per encounter, so I'm definitely making some good money here. Patches of forest. Goblin. Erg attacks should crush him. Now, he smacked Lady pretty hard. 14, but that's not too bad. Got a little narrow path through there. Just kind of scoping out the lay of the land here. Let's go through here. Goblin. Oh, what are you doing? 13 damage? Goblin's pretty powerful. But I can kill him in 1 turn, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, I don't need to rearrange the party yet. Everyone's in good health. Hey, a bridge. Lizard. 9 damage. Okay, that's still fine. Nate's really garbage. But eventually he will mature or something and just gain new powers and lose the ability to wield weapons. So I'm sure once that happens he'll become a powerhouse, or perhaps like a good supporter. I really don't know. Okay, let me check Bull's HPs. If I just keep eating lizard meat, I'm back to skeletons. So we seem to have gone through a loop. Remember, hit select. Okay, we're still fine. Ooh, what's this? Attack Nate. Oh, he almost killed Nate in 1 hit. I should be able to Oh, I still 1-turned him. Nice. So Nate's almost dead. So we're gonna put Nate in the back. Hope he doesn't get taken out. This is awesome. You can break the monster meat mechanics. Very specific order, specific meats. That's incredible. Is this a hostile environment? I don't know. It seems to me like it appears. Oh, that was a mistake. This is fine. Let's fight. I gotta run. We gotta run away. This was a terrible mistake. Run. Can't run. I'm dead. Do nothing. Run. Can't run. Nate, do nothing. Run. Can't run. Erg. Run. Erg defeated. The party is lost. Well, 21 minutes and we got our first game over. That's fine. This is cool. I got unique game over music. The canon ending. 2 were-rats was just too much. Hey, Silo, welcome. Good to see you again. So this was immediately after healing and embarking on my quest. So I know now going to the left and through that forest path was just a one-way path to that castle. Maybe that's Genbu's castle? I don't know. But there was another direction to travel, which was down this way. Oh, a town. And another castle. Oh, you can speed it up by holding A down. Okay, that's cool. Meat of lizard. So I think for a while I'm just going to be eating every meat I come across and hope that I can kind of ascertain some sort of pattern with the transformations. I'm sure it won't be that easy, and I'm sure I will horribly confuse myself. Hey, 10 Elements, welcome. Thank you, it is good to be back. Gonna be playing some comfy JRPGs for the foreseeable future here on this channel. So my goal is to at least...
Oh, Ashigaru! Look at this guy. Freaking samurai. Katana.
Defeated. Still 40 GPs. What's my health? My health isn't too bad. Yeah, there's a speed setting right here. This is just text speed. One's the fastest, but it's still not quite as fast as holding down the B button, or the A button, rather. And my goal is, for the foreseeable future, to play the 3 Game Boy Saga games in a row, and then at least do Romancing Saga, the Super Famicom version, and then we'll kind of reassess from there, see if I want to just continue on with the Saga series or maybe kind of break it up with some other games. But I really have been wanting to play this series of games for many, many years and give them their proper playing. Give them the proper attention they deserve. Because I always have enjoyed RPGs, mostly JRPGs, but my experience with JRPGs has always been the most traditional Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. Like, I've probably played... Let's see, let me think. I played Dragon Quest 1 through 9. I have Dragon Quest 1 through 11. I don't have 10, obviously. I played like every Final Fantasy except up to... So I didn't play Lightning Returns, I didn't play 14 or 11, I haven't played 15, but besides that, I've played just about every Final Fantasy. But beyond those two series,
Oh, dude, zombie looks so cool.
beyond those two series of RPGs, I've never really ventured too far. And I played Breath of Fire 3 for PlayStation. That one's a really fun game. I like that a lot. Star Ocean, I mentioned earlier. I played Star Ocean. Played number 1 and I played number 3. Star Ocean 3 is one of my favorite PS2 games. I have Star Ocean 4. I played it for a while, but the game has issues. I never finished it. I never played Star Ocean 2. I just never had it. Because that was the PlayStation one. Yeah, it just never was a game that was available to me to play. Okay, let's go heal. Plus, I need to talk to all the people in this town. Ooh, statue.
Look at... Oh, look at the Kraken. Wild Kraken. What say you, Kraken?
Oh. Okay, it doesn't pause the text. Each king seeks the treasure of the others to become the king of the world? Oh, okay. Yeah, I played Star Ocean 1 when the first fan translation came out. I don't remember when that was. Many years ago. I remember that was a game that, for the longest time, was unplayable via emulation because the different, like, graphics format that they used. I don't know the technical term. Or maybe it was just untranslatable because they compressed the graphics in a specific way. It took them forever to figure out. I don't recall exactly, but once a complete fan translation was released for Star Ocean 1, I played that one. But that was after, I think Star Ocean 3 was the first one I played. I love that game. Castle of Shield is nearby. Yeah, special chip. Okay, that's what I was thinking. When the statue was intact, we could enter the tower freely. Okay. What's this? What's this? Unique tile. What is this? Why? Why does that exist? Oh, what say you, good sir? This is the town of Hero. The statue of Hero is in the center of the town. The town of Hero. 3 kings are fighting for control of the world. Ooh, look at this house of life. This is so much cooler than the sketchy back alley house of life. Look at the doors. That's so cool how the doors are 2 tiles. I like the transparency effect here when you walk behind the wall. Oh, I'm really liking this so far. I'm looking for an inn. Maybe this unmarked building will allow me to rest in their bed. Kraken, what say you? The 3 kings are shield, armor, and sword. Okay. The Castle of Armor is to the northeast. Okay. A long time ago, the statue of Hero wore armor. A long time ago, the statue of Hero wore shield. Cannot talk to this creature from across the table. You must walk around. A long time ago, the statue of Hero wore sword. Castle of Sword is in the southwest mountains. Okay, so Castle of Sword is where I went when I died. Okay. May I rest in this bed, good sir? Will you vacate this sleeping... Nope, I can't sleep there. The town of Hero, the continent of continent. Yes. Very good names. Oh, inn's right there. How did I miss this? Look at the beds here. 6 beds. 77 GP, so it's only 2 battles. 2 battles worth of gold to heal all my characters after fighting, what, 7 or 8 battles? So I'm definitely coming out ahead here. Bye-bye. Hey, Denier, welcome. Good to see you again. You thought's wrong. I'm here, live, in the flesh. Oh, Bull, something missing from this statue. Look at the ellipsis. There it is again. I think the ellipsis is simply 2 dots, because earlier in the text box I saw 2 dots. And then they add a period after their 2 dots to make it appear as if it's an ellipsis. And then you have the period from before. Oh, so good. Let's check out the store. Maybe I can gear up my characters. So I don't know which weapons are improvements. Punch. I can buy the punch. Well, I can't afford it. Punch is available to purchase. Is this like a can of fruit punch? Is this a physical fisticuff ability? What? What is this? I mean, it's bronze, yes, I get that. What is that symbol supposed to be? A helmet? I think that's a hat. It's kind of like a crown with horns. Yeah, I think it's a hat. Bronze birthday cake! A sleep spell, fire spell. Okay, so I need to gear out my 2 humans with all the armor available to me. The most expensive piece of armor is bronze chest. Let me back out of this real quick and just reassess my character's current gear. A human has bronze arm. A bull has bronze arm. Lady has nothing. So we're going to buy 2 bronze chests. 1. 2. And then... oh, nope, not select. Pause. We're going to equip Bull with the bronze chest. Watch his defense. Oh, yes, plus 4 points. This is a massive improvement. From 0 defense to 4. We have... Lady is inconceivably more powerful now. 0 times 1,000,000 is not even 4. It's still just 0. She is millions times more stronger. The sleep book. Yeah, it must be like a textbook. What this errant tile here is... It's making me curious. But let's just go fight some monsters. So I think I need to just kind of grind for money. Do a little bit of exploration while grinding. Okay, this is a path I haven't traveled. Oh, save. What time is it? Yeah, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go for another 20 or 30 minutes. Probably another 20 or 30 minutes. And then we're gonna call it for the day. Wizard. So my weapon... Nate evolved. Nate has transcended the use of mortal tools. Now he burns. Burn? When I use the burn ability, it does not ask me for a target, so burn is a multiple target attack. An AoE, area of effect ability, if you will. And I'm sure it's going to be trash. Nate awaits attack? What? Wait, did Nate just set himself on fire? So now he is burning. He is physically aflame, and he awaits someone to attack him so he can burn them? That's what I'm getting out of it. It's like a counterattack. Which means it might behoove me to relocate Nate to the top of the attacking order, so he will be attacked more often, and he can utilize the power of burning to counter. Lady needs a better weapon too. Let me try this. Let me take Nate, put him on top. Change, yes. Welcome to burning. Oh, this game is great. I love this zombie. I love the zombie. It looks like that painting of the screamer face. I'm not cultured enough to tell you the name of the painting, but at the same time, it's like a little toddler wearing a sleeping shirt that's too big for it. What? Where'd burning go? My plan's been foiled. Nate used ESP. Thank you. Good job, Nate. Miss. I wonder if ESP allowed me to dodge that attack. Maybe because Nate used ESP, he was able to dodge. I should probably switch Bull and... Yeah, miss again. Ooh, this might be like super good. Now, thinking back to the manual, mutants can only use 4 items, so he can still use items. So I need to hopefully equip him with his... Yeah, there's the hammer. Hammer's equipped. I'm a little confused at the moment. So these top 4 slots are like my attack slots, or my ability slots. And I have a hammer just sitting here, but I can't like move this into the top 4 slots. I can unequip hammer, but I can't equip it up here. But I can equip it down here. Yeah, I'm pulling up the manual right now just to... Let's move this over here. Skimming through the manual. All the information of the manual is like scattered throughout the 79 pages. There's no one go-to page. Let me go back to the mutant page. Yeah, mutants can carry up to 4 items, and once their powers are activated, they can no longer use their store-bought weapons. Okay. Hey, impending disaster. Is it okay to provide guidance? Let's try and keep it to a minimum. I'll do a lot of open-ended questions, but it's just me kind of talking to myself. I'll try to refrain from just open-ended questions. Yeah. There you go. That's good advice, Fragmental Stew. Just kill the bad guys. Don't get killed. So if mutant can't use weapons, I just have to hope his randomly changing ability becomes an offensive ability. Let's go back this way. Let's stay closer to the town. ESP again. My HP went up. I don't know which is stronger, rapier or hammer. Or if it even makes a difference. Miss. See, I think ESP works by just dodging any incoming attacks. So it seems like a solid strategy here. Found meat of goblin. Let us eat meat of goblin. Consume the goblin's flesh. Doodle-doo-doo, whoop-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bow. Doodle-doo-doo, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I want to go in this castle.
Oh, goblin.
Let me pay attention to how much damage Lady does this turn. Lady attacks 4 damage. Okay. Now, it's worth noting in that turn, Goblin went before Nate. So before Nate activated his ESP, he was still attacked by Goblin. Still missed, though. Let's use hammer now. Oh, I don't get to see the damage. Let's.
Asigaru, yes.
Hammer. No damage. No damage by hammer. Never using hammer again. See, at least I get 4 with rapier. A consistent 4.
Asigaru.
Give me your meat. No meat. I don't really know what to do with Nate. It's just a waste of space. He's just like hanging out using his ESP as extrasensory perception. Let's do save. Just for some reason. What's in here? Hey, it's still overworld music. You are not welcome here. Get out. Let's avoid that gentleman. Avoid. I don't think I can avoid that gentleman. Oh, okay, he's moving. Let's go. Who are you, good sir? Steward, you want the shield? That's the king's treasure. Get out! King Shield, I won't give my shield to you. Okay. Straight to the point. Not welcome here, get out. I want to kill some monsters. My controller, still when I press right, it wants to go up. It's like I'm using an Xbox 360 controller with the terrible D-pad. I might just throw this thing in the trash and use keyboard. Oh, meat of goblin. Consume. I just seem to be cycling. Ice. This could be bad. Because there's 3 skellies. Okay, this might be good. Oh, Nate got boned. Nate's been boned. Should be 2 of them down? Nope, just 1. Give him the ice. I should be able to kill them pretty handily this turn. In fact, that might kill him. Yeah. Big money. Please let me get back to town. Let's switch Nate. Put him back with Bull. Now is... I still have ice. So, let me think. He started with burning. I had burning for a total of 1 battle. And burning evolved into ESP. And now I have ice. Okay. Don't quite understand the progression here, but that's fine because it's still a progression.
Oh, 15.
So I have plenty of money. I should be able to buy... armor for Nate. As well as some more armor for my humans. Perhaps even get some stat increases. Let me look at the... So Bull starts with 8 strength, 4 agility. Lady is more agile. So I need to get a ranged weapon, or a striking weapon with Lady. Because striking weapons damage is based on your agility. So I can kind of build my 2 humans a little bit differently. Give strength potions to Bull, give speed potions to Lady. Probably move Lady back once Erg starts to get a little bit more powerful. Ice is already doing 19 damage. This is absurd how good this is. Back to Skeleton. I didn't check if there's anything. There's nothing down there. Okay. Defeated 1. Good job. There's probably no reason to be eating every single meat. I should just... I think Albatross is the best monster I've become up till now. Dude, Nate is a powerhouse. What's his agility?
Yeah, 10 agility.
Nate is just getting out of control. Give me monster. So I'm just gonna fight monsters for. Oh!
Look at this.
Slay the Red Bull. That could be dangerous. Get him, Nate. Dead? Let's go. Come on, Nate. Yes! Still alive? Come on. Only 40 GPs. Oh boy. Run. Fight. Fight to the bitter end. Vanquished. Vanquished? Oh, there goes one heart. And what's it cost? 100? Oh, 100 GPs to heal? Please get me to town. Oh. I made it. Through my hubris, I believed I could travel 6 tiles safely. But they say pride comes before the fall. And I have fallen quite a ways. All of my hard-earned money and one of my hearts. So I have to maintain the same order. I gotta shuffle them up one by one. There we go. So my defense is obviously not nearly where I need it to be. Kraken, remove yourself from mine path. What's the cost? So strong is 3. Wait a second. Will this literally give me 1 or 200 more HPs? For just 100 GP? Oh no, it gave me 8. What? What? Why do they call it HP 200? What? I don't get it. Oh, that's incredible. I'm just gonna stock up on another one. Yeah, I'm sure there is. All will be clear. 5 for her. Okay, that's fine. Let's get a little bit better armor. My weapons are still fine. I don't need to worry about the weapons yet. You'll notice hammer, even though hammer costs more than the rapier, it seems to consistently do less damage. Well, in the one time I tried it. Which is odd. But I think I need a bow for Lady. So I'm going to buy bow. That will give her a ranged weapon or a striking weapon to use to take advantage of her higher agility. 154. So I can still buy 2 bronze cakes. I can buy 1 hand. Because Bull already has a hand, Lady does not. So now Bull and Lady will have all the armor available. Now I'm unsure whether or not Nate can equip armor. So let's do some testing real quick. Equip Nate. Empty slot. Oh, he can. Okay, cool. We're going to equip Lady with the bronze helmet. Can I equip her with 2 helmets? No, of course not. That's silly. Give her the bronze hand. Equip Bull. Bronze helmets. Go back to Lady. Unequip the hammer, because hammer is trash. I'm even going to unequip the rapier. Give her the bow. Go back to Bull. Gonna give Bull the rapier. I want to... Can I sell? Sell hammer. It's for 1 GP. I'm not even going to sell that. It's more satisfying to instead take the hammer and throw it in the trash. Yes! Goatee, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Goatee, the master of the NFL. Thank you. The chunky raid, I appreciate it. Welcome. Raiders. Left empty, good to see you. Hope the stream went well. We're playing some comfy Saga games. Some Game Boy RPGs. And you raided just as I was about to... just about to approach the end of the stream. Oh yeah, you see that down there? Look at this cool box art. Or this box art, this background here. I had fun making this. I just kind of took pictures of all the different Saga games and just kind of blended them together. I think it looks well. I really like the artwork in all the games. I figured I should probably have some sort of backdrop or background for my stream rather than just blank space or black space and the crystal. So gotta mix things up. It's a new day, a new season, and a little bit of variety, spice things up. Something missing from the statue. Microsoft is buying Saga. Ooh. Two things are fighting for control of the world. Microsoft's buying everything. They're just throwing their weight around. Which, I mean, they have plenty of funds to do so. Did I sleep at the end? I did, but then I bought more HP, so my guys aren't max health. Let's fight. I'm gonna fight a couple more monsters. We'll go for about 10 more minutes. I've considered it, Mr. Empty. I've considered it, but I haven't done anything with the backdrop. Wait! Didn't I have more casts of ice when I first learned it? I thought you regained your ability points upon resting on an inn. I'm unsure here. I want to see how much this bow does. Miss. Miss is fine. Because she needs to use the bow multiple times to gain proficiency in it. Proficient 22! Erg changed to skeleton. I'm not sure who did the music for this game, because I'm trying to remember the name of the composer. I think Saga 2... Let me look it up. I think Saga 2 brings on a certain individual who stayed with the rest of the series and was really well known for the music. Yeah, Kenji Ito, I believe. Yeah, does the music for the majority of the Saga games. But not in the first one. Let me see that sweet, sweet 22 damage from the bow again. Oh, he's gonna die before Bo even gets a turn. Yeah. We are rising in strength quite drastically. Let me think. The only things left to purchase are... What just happened? I wasn't even paying attention. Goblin use armor and raises defense by 99, and then I still just wrecked him instantly? Is that what just happened there? Oh no, Nate has armor now. Ice is gone. Use mirror. Oh, these mutants. Nate is multiplied. Oh, cool. Man, mutants are weird. This is so strange how their abilities will just change on a whim from battle to battle. And so sometimes you'll just get battles like this where my mutant has no purpose in the fight whatsoever. All he can do is raise his strength, or raise his defense, and raise his evasion, and hope they target him to draw attacks. Doing the butt shake while I walk. Doodle-doo, doo-doo-doo. Doing the butt shake. Yeah, Nate's totally useless. One combat he's incredibly overpowered, the next he's totally useless. And Dude, this bow is so good. I'm not gonna be checking Nate's abilities after every combat. This is not realistic. So he's just kind of the wild card. Now, I haven't been paying attention to see if Nate's HPs are increasing or not. I don't think they have been. Oh no, he started at 20. I think he started at 20, now he's at 45, so they must be increasing. Armor 0, mirror 7. Let's move armor. Nope. What you say? Let's... I mean, if I give him the rapier, it won't be accessible in battle. Let me try this. Whoops. Save. Doodle-doo-doo. Whoop up 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 up. Doodle-doo-doo. Whoop up 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 up. My controller is really trashy. It likes to go up when I move to the right. Okay, so Nate is carrying... Oh, you just have to scroll. Okay, crisis averted. You just have to scroll the window. I didn't think that was an option. Okay. Thank you, Dana. Saved me much heartbreak. I want Erg to become an albatross again. I think Albatross was the strongest monster I have evolved into. Doing the butt shake. Oh, Nate got his armor ability back. I wasn't even paying attention, I was just mashing the A button. Somehow Nate used armor. Did he gain more charges of armor? Oh, Mirror transformed into armor, so now I have armor and armor. Naturally. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Nope, no, don't use armor, use rapier. Alright, so I'm gonna continue fighting until my longsword breaks. And then I'm gonna purchase a new longsword, heal up. Probably buy a couple more stat upgrades. And then we're gonna call it a day there. So 7 more turns. And then we'll revisit the town and rest up. I'll eat this. What kind of meat does a zombie drop? Probably pretty disgusting, rancid meat.
Asigaru, yes.
Grinding fights. So I feel pretty confident. These encounters are just cakewalks. Next stream, we're going to venture to the different castles and see how much progress we make through the different castles. Because these monsters aren't even a challenge. It would be nice if I still had my AoE attack. Perhaps I could check out the spells in the first town. Or maybe that sleep spell would be useful. That sleep spell would probably be a worthy investment. Give that to Bull. Oh, whoever has the higher magic stat. Nate's fine. 5 more turns. Goblins. Don't use armor. See, a lot of these times, Bull doesn't even get a turn. A lot of these encounters are just over very quickly. So I still don't know. I don't think it's the case, but it doesn't seem like you gain proficiency with melee weapons. The manual only says you get proficiency with striking weapons or long range. Like this... Bull's longsword seems to be doing the same amount of damage. He doesn't even get turns. I guess I could... Oh yeah, I haven't raised his strength at all. 0 mana, 0 mana. 15 mana. Alright. I'm just gonna call this the last fight. $10 damage, yeah, it's consistent. Much money has been earned. Let us spend our wealth. First we rest. Bye-bye. So Bull needs another weapon. I think his whip? I can't buy another long. This is tricky. I don't know what to buy. I assume whip's gonna be a physical weapon. Pulling up the manual real quick. Yeah, whip's a melee weapon. So I'll probably just replace his long with a whip. But like, why would you... Oh, I don't know what the difference is between whip and rapier. I mean, obviously I know one's a whip, one's a rapier. But in the context of the game, what are the relative strengths of each? Like, would punch have been a better investment? Punch is a skill. Perhaps I should have bought punch and start using punch to gain proficiency in this skill. Yeah, it's too late now. I'm not too worried about it. I can't buy either of the spells. Let's buy another rapier. We're gonna equip, whoops, Bull, Whip, and Rapier. Actually, let's give the Rapier to Nate. Buy a couple stat increases. I wonder how much HP this potion heals. I mean, the only way I'll ever know is by trying it. So let's buy one potion. Gonna buy one strong. 1 HP. And since Bull is in the front of the party, we'll use the HP on him. Ooh, 5 HP. Strong on Bull. See, his strength was at 8. Let's see what it is now.
11, yes.
I should have bought more armor for Nate. I did not do so. I still have enough money to buy one small piece. Yeah, I can get the hand. Equip Nate. So this is what they were saying. Mutants only have these bottom 4 slots available. That's all they can carry. The top 4 slots are reserved for their abilities, which just kind of randomly mutate as you play. That's actually really cool. I actually am liking it. I mean, it's kind of awkward when you get situations like this where your 2 active abilities are the exact same. But if you stay on top of it, like, I really should move Nate to the front of the party now and then just have them use armor at the first turn of every encounter. So I have an iron wall at the front of the party with 99 defense, while everybody else chips away at the monsters behind him. Monster Erg at the moment has been unimpressive. I believe that's likely just because the monsters I'm encountering are all super duper weak. And I'm sure as I encounter stronger monsters and acquire their flesh and consume it, Erg will become a powerhouse in his own right. Bull and Lady is going to be a long, slow progression. But we're gonna call it here for the day. Go right in front of the statue. Save. Save game. Alright, we're gonna call it right here. Pause timer. A nice hour into it. I had a solid hour and 20 minutes of lore. It was pretty rambling, disjointed lore, but you know, everyone has to start somewhere. So thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate it. A good day was had, indeed. I look forward to many more Saga streams in the future. Yeah, my plan is to be playing this game, like I mentioned before, but we'll just reiterate. Play the first 3 Saga games in a row, the 3 Game Boy ones, and then go straight into Romancing Saga, play the Super Famicom version, and after that we'll kind of see if I want to keep playing just more and more and more Saga. I likely will take a break there and play a couple other games, then play Romancing Saga 2 and 3. But we'll kind of play it by ear once we get there. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the support. The juicy raid. We back. The plan is to be back Friday for another stream. Friday we should be able to get a good solid, probably 4 hours or so, 3-4 hours of Final Fantasy Legend. I'm excited for it. Yeah, we have to do a raid because that's how you have to end the stream. This music is just so comfy and relaxing and peaceful, serene. This is good. I'll send you guys over to Mortis, Mortis. Looks like at the moment he is faffing about. How do I raid people? Click that button? Okay. I forgot how to do all this. Floor is lava, welcome. You came just as we were ending things. Good to see you. Did that work? Oh, it did. Okay. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll be back in a couple days, Friday. Till then, take care. Adios. Bye-bye.